Turtles.
Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome to my newest video where I talk about Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Can't see anything with this. Hello, welcome again. I'm here to talk about something that I just watched that was pure awesome. So for most of you who are watching, you probably watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem already. But here in the Philippines, Mutant Mayhem still comes out this August 23. But my friends from Paramount Pictures invited me to watch the movie at their office yesterday, and I am overjoyed. Like, I am so happy. It was everything I wanted to be and more, honestly. If you've been following me for the past month, you've seen that my whole experience during San Diego Comic-Con was turtle-filled. I was invited to attend the Mutant Mayhem Hall H panel. I got to meet the director Jeff Rowe and co-creator of the Turtles, Kevin Eastman. I even went to Los Angeles for a day to visit the Mutant Mayhem activation where they recreated the Turtle sewer lair, and it was just fantastic. With all this, I was really hyping myself up. I was actually afraid that I was hyping myself too much, that I would eventually just get disappointed. But shell no was I disappointed. No. You've probably seen by now that the Rotten Tomatoes score for Mutant Mayhem is incredibly high. Like, the highest Ninja Turtles movie of all time. I know for a fact that there are a lot of people who still think the first Ninja Turtles movie is still the best, and they have every right to think that. I still do for a lot of reasons, but the Rotten Tomatoes score wasn't wrong for Mutant Mayhem. This was definitely the most complete Ninja Turtles movie I've ever watched personally, so let's kind of break that down to what it means to me. I'm at this age where I don't really get entertained by animated films anymore. It's just not my thing. But Mutant Mayhem's animation style is so unique and so full of texture that I actually enjoyed watching an animated movie again. I love green and all shades of it, and this movie gave me so much of that color palette and more. I loved watching every frame. The animation just pops out of the screen, like you can actually feel the texture. I am patiently waiting for a toy company to actually make toys based on this movie. Yes, I know there are already toys out there, but it doesn't truly represent the look of what I saw on screen. And I know that there's a company out there, most likely NECA, who will do the toys justice, and I will buy a complete set for sure. You may also think that the biggest draw for this film are the A-list actors, but for me it all boils down to the story. For me, story is still king, and Mutant Mayhem had it down from start to finish. The story was very engaging. You can empathize with the multiple themes in this film. Whether you are a kid who just wants to be seen, or the person who feels alienated and wants to stay in their own bubble to feel safe. Every character had something to offer the story, whether to move it along or to entertain during the mellower parts. Like every reboot, they would definitely change a couple of things to keep things fresh, and I had no problem at all with the route they took to tell the origins of the Turtles to where the story would eventually go after this movie. The action scenes were fantastic. They were amazing, and I love watching action scenes. I love directing action scenes as well, so I really took note on how awesome the sequences were. There's a montage in the middle of the movie where the Turtles were fighting a bunch of bad guys, and I just got the chills watching it. Choreography was great. It even had an homage to the fighting style of the old Ninja Turtles arcade games. It was really amazing and so nostalgic. This is also one of the few Turtle storylines in a movie that didn't feature Shredder as the main villain. It was actually refreshing. It wasn't like I was looking for him. It wasn't like it was lacking because he wasn't there. And as the title suggests, this was really a Mutant Mayhem. The dialogue was great, and all the interactions of the mutants together. I just had a great time watching all those scenes. Jackie Chan was definitely a highlight for me. Me being a really huge Jackie Chan fan, growing up in high school, watching all the Rush Hours, and him as Splinter was just perfect. He brought his comedy, his demeanor, and even his funny action style into Splinter's being. And you'll even get to see another iteration of Jackie Chan within the film itself, which I found so hilariously epic. They even gave us toy fans some cool nostalgia with the details of the weapons, especially in the handles, which is reminiscent of the handles of the classic toys of my childhood. Speaking of which, just like this. I mean, they even got the color correct. Every time Leonardo's katanas were sheathed, I couldn't stop looking at the details of the handles. It was just little thing that kids, oh shucks, adults my age would really remember from back when we were kids. Speaking of kids will definitely love this movie. It's very current. I'm still glad I kind of get to follow some of the lingo that they're saying in this film. Even if kids would love it, by no means is this a kid movie. Folks my age, yes, folks my age, will really enjoy this film. So is this the best Turtles film based on what the critics are saying? Yes and no. It really depends on what generation you're part of. I feel like it's the same thing as the whole prequel and OG trilogy of Star Wars. To the older generation, the OGs are king, but to the younger ones, they think that the prequels were the best. And for the actors like Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen have been saying recently, they're now feeling the love from the people who were kids back then that are now of age to actually voice out how much they loved those films. And I really believe that can also be said for Mutant Mayhem. I can totally see why the Rotten Tomatoes score is extremely high. It just checks a lot of boxes when it comes to a complete and enjoyable movie. But I can also believe why people would still think that the first Ninja Turtles movie is the best, mainly because it started it all. It pushed the envelope into creating something that we've never seen on screen before, which led to how successful the franchise is right now. Either way you look at it, the Turtles are alive and kicking, and I'm very excited to see what comes next in this franchise. So for those who watch it already, let me know in the comments what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Was it your favorite Ninja Turtles movie, or do you still find some of the other iterations the best for you? I'd love to hear about it. And for those living in the Philippines, konti na lang, August 23. It's coming close, so I'm very excited for you guys to watch it as well when it shows here in cinemas. So if you like this video, please subscribe to show your support. I don't do reviews a lot that often. I only do it for the things I extremely love, and I loved Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And I have a strong feeling you guys will too. So there, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.